Oh hi, I'm Virginia, didn't see you there. My current hobbies include eating too many s'mores, following my cats around hoping that they'll TikTok, and online shopping. Hey lovely people, so today I'm just going to tell you how I got followers on TikTok and how you guys can too. In fact, if you follow the suggestions that I am going to give you guys, I think that you will probably gain even more followers than I gained because I wasn't actually posting every day. And so basically I gained 100 followers in 30 days, and I would say that that was definitely more toward the latter end of it, so it was definitely less than 30 days. I think you guys can actually gain more followers than 100 if you are posting every day. I skipped quite a few days because I had a wisdom teeth extraction and I also had errands to run on another day, so I wasn't able to post every day. And also another thing, many people recommend that you post multiple times on TikTok, and I actually usually post about once a day. I don't post more than once a day, so I think if you post about twice or 3 times a day, you will probably grow even faster. Also, another thing is to definitely not post too many times a day because sometimes that can get on your followers' nerves. I would say just ask them and kind of feel it out to see if you are getting on their nerves with too many posts, but I would say 5 posts a day is probably the limit, so just keep that in mind. Also, if you guys are looking to grow and you have like a new account and you don't have a follower base, then I would definitely recommend using TikTok over YouTube or Instagram. I have had this channel for quite a few months and it's definitely very slow growing. And then on Instagram, you're probably also not going to grow that fast. If you are looking for someone to grow, that's not what I mean. If you are looking for somewhere to grow, then I would definitely recommend TikTok as it is a more open platform and whatever you're posting is more likely to get in front of more people. So now I'm actually going to give you my first recommendation, which is to pay attention to quality. Just because you are on a new platform doesn't mean that you get to kind of throw quality by the wayside. Now, I would say that quality definitely needs to be higher on YouTube or Instagram, but that is also because they are more mature platforms and they've been around for years now. So when Instagram kind of first came out and when YouTube for sure first came out, the quality on those was not as good. And TikTok is new, but most people on there are already posting pretty high quality videos. Now, the thing about TikTok is definitely that your content probably came from your phone, so the quality doesn't need to be like from the best DSLR camera on the planet, where on YouTube or Instagram, many people use professional photographers or videographers to make their content. On TikTok, it is okay to be using a phone because that is in fact what you are supposed to be using. Some of the features on TikTok actually don't work at all if you're not using your phone. So I don't know how many of you guys have actually uploaded on TikTok before, but I'm kind of going to give my recommendations based on maybe if you aren't that familiar with the TikTok platform. And it is very important to record as much as you can on your phone because you will have more effects and more filters and things that you can do to manipulate the footage if you're on your phone, where if you try and upload something that you've recorded even on your phone but on a previous date, then you won't be able to manipulate uploaded footage as much, and that could bring you into some problems. So I would say quality definitely has to do with lighting, it has to do with sound, and it has to do with editing. If you are not that good at these, then definitely practice. And you can actually make TikTok videos and then just save them as drafts. That way you don't have to worry about posting them. And I actually found a sneaky way to delete TikToks that I don't want, because TikTok actually doesn't let you delete your drafts directly. But what I do is I set the video to private, I turn off comments, and I will sometimes turn off save to device as well. And then I will click post, and then the video is posted, but only to me because I put it to private. And then after the video is posted, I'm able to go back into the settings for that video and delete it. So that's actually how I've been deleting videos and drafts that I don't want or no longer need, because sometimes they can get kind of crowded. So I don't really like to have a whole bunch of drafts. But definitely focus on quality. I have seen quite a few videos where people are like, I'm not getting any likes, and it is the grainiest, darkest video you have ever seen. So definitely keep track of that. Also keep in mind that if your sound isn't good, you can always go back and record a voiceover to make it funnier or something, or just to improve your sound quality. So my second recommendation is to post to a niche, and I'm not saying to pick a niche, but I'm saying to post to a niche. So basically what my two niches are that I kind of post to right now are cats, because I have cats, and also K-pop, because I really enjoy K-pop. Now that doesn't mean that all of my videos are about cats and K-pop. They're definitely not. They're about a wide variety of things, but posting to a niche that is already established will help get more eyes on your content way quicker. So it's not something that I really thought about or really realized. I was just kind of going through different things that I liked and making videos about them, and then I noticed that the videos about my cat and the videos about K-pop or K-dramas were getting more eyes and more interaction. I would kind of say the main point of what my TikTok is mostly made up of videos that I find funny. I'm not gonna say categorically that they're funny, but I personally think they're funny. So that is kind of the overall type of video that I make. If you guys aren't interested in making funny videos, there are also people who make kind of like pretty or beauty videos, and their whole goal is to look good in all of their videos. Some people make educational videos. Other people make videos that are very surprising or scary. And some people, if they're like clothing bloggers or workout bloggers, will make videos that are related to that, especially people that already have YouTube channels. I decided not to be super specific in terms of my TikTok and not to try and make it too much like my YouTube channel, because I actually saw an opportunity to have a lot of fun and to make very, very fun videos that were just kind of on the fly. So I actually think variety is good on TikTok, because people do have kind of short attention spans, especially on TikTok. So I think that if you crowd up your TikTok with all of the same kind of videos, people will get bored of it pretty quickly. Now you might fall into the same genre for most of them, like for example, people who are in cosplay are usually doing cosplay in almost all of their videos, but they usually switch up the characters that they're doing and maybe switch up the type of content. I would definitely recommend not to get too specific in terms of what you make. Now obviously if you are gaining more and more and more followers and they're requesting certain videos, you might want to take their suggestions and post more of that type of video. There are some TikTokers that show up on my For You page, and most of their videos are kind of the same type of thing each time. So when I see their video, then I stop, because I'm like, yes, I do usually like this person's type of video. So I would say maybe the 80-20 rule, which a lot of people use, or even the 70-30 rule, where you're making maybe 70% a certain type of video, and then maybe you use the other 30% to kind of do whatever you want. That's kind of what I do. I do definitely have some videos that wouldn't fall into the funny category and maybe would fall more into the beauty category. So it is pretty much up to your discretion, but I would definitely make sure that you're not making way, way, way too much of the same thing. So besides having good quality videos and trying to post to a niche every once in a while, I would definitely have to recommend using the trends. There are so many trends on TikTok, and it's not really trends as in like on YouTube where people kind of start all making the same type of video. It's really more of a challenge to see how many people will jump onto a specific trend at any given point in time. So it is definitely something that I would have to recommend. So often trends come in two different versions. Sometimes they will come in a specific hashtag, sometimes they will come in a sound, and sometimes they will come as a combination of two. I would say that if you aren't following some sort of trend, then you're probably going to have a very hard time getting in front of other people. And something to keep in mind is that a lot of people say, oh, you've got to be on people's For You page. And it is important to realize that everyone is on someone's For You page at some point in time, because your video is getting shown to someone. So even when I posted my first few videos, it was showing up on someone's For You page, and that is how they were able to like my videos. Alternative is to post in a specific hashtag, and then your video is under that hashtag, so when people search it, your video might come up. But if you don't have a lot of likes and a lot of followers, then you're going to be at the very bottom of that hashtag. So I really think that more likely than not, you're going to show up on someone's For You page, and then that will drive traffic to your video. Now, I do say it is extremely important to use hashtags as well, just so people can find your videos. For example, in terms of K-pop, when I post my K-pop video or when I post my K-drama video, I obviously use the hashtag K-drama or K-pop, because it just helps my things show up in front of people who like K-dramas or K-pop. And if I weren't to use that hashtag, then maybe it might show up somewhere else in front of an audience that's not as interested in it. And something else to keep in mind is also popular sounds. Now, I would say there are definitely two sides to popular sounds. You're going to want to use them if you are maybe earlier to the trend. And I would say that as a sound becomes older, it may be less important to use it. I noticed that as I'm going through TikTok, if I hear a sound that I've heard for like a month, I kind of skip over that video immediately just because I'm so tired of hearing that same exact sound or same exact music. So it is something that you definitely want to use and can help your video, but usually only if you're early to the trend. Also, in terms of posting to a niche, it is definitely important to pick one that you like and one that you enjoy. That way you can go back and make more videos about it, or maybe also one that you have more knowledge about. There are definitely a lot of popular niches on TikTok, so I'm sure you will be able to find one. Just keep in mind also though that some niches kind of go in and out in popularity. For example, travel right now is not exactly the biggest niche on TikTok because people aren't really traveling as much. There are people who are traveling, but it's definitely not worldwide in terms of a lot of people going out and a lot of people traveling. I would say that I also see a lot of people posting in like anime and TV niches because that is what most people are doing right now, and a lot of people have fallen into their favorite TV shows or favorite animes. So that is something to definitely keep in mind. I definitely post about television, and I also have YouTube videos about television just because I really like watching TV. It is definitely a pastime and a hobby, and I would definitely say that TikTok is definitely about quantity. You want to get as many videos out as you can so that more people can see them without getting on their nerves too much, and also fitting into whatever sort of schedule that you have. It is one of those things where you'll post a few and you might not get any traction, but then you will post one that might get like 5 or 6 times the views. For example, I did have a video which actually kind of popped off before my video about my cats and K-pop, and that was one where I was kind of making a joke about alternate universes.
That would suck. That would suck. Oh shit.
So that one, at the time that I had posted it, got about 1,000 views, where most of the things that I was posting got about 150 views. So that one was actually able to do a little bit better for my account. And then I posted the cat one, and I think that one is up to like 6,000 views now. I'm not really sure, but it's got way more than most of the things that are on my account because my account is relatively new. If you guys are interested in checking out my TikTok, I do actually have it linked down in my description, but it's basically under the same name as my Instagram and my YouTube channel, which is Virginia Airy. So if you guys are interested in that, you should definitely check it out. If you guys like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.